The Sukuk market is gaining more momentum in recent years than ever before. Experts opine the corporate and retail Sukuk market will expand soon besides sovereign Sukuk. The Islamic Development Bank has raised $2 billion with its first benchmark public Sukuk issuance of the year. The bank priced the 5-year trust certificates at par with a profit rate 4.75% payable on semi-annual basis. Iqbal Farhad has the details.
During the annual conference of Islamic Development Bank (ISDB) held in Riyadh, key figures in the Islamic finance sector discussed the growing Sukuk market. Sukuk, a crucial instrument of Islamic finance, witnessed a growth of approximately 10% last year. Despite this impressive growth, there remains significant untapped potential.
Islamic finance principle.
Sukuk, as a capital market instrument, has unique characteristics. While it shares similarities with bonds and equity, the Sukuk market requires a distinct regulatory framework.
Start with the local currency domestic Sukuk. That is easier to manage, easier to prepare. If you have a viable, strong domestic Sukuk market that is working very well, what we have seen over and over in many countries, it helps them in the sovereign Sukuk issuance. It helps them later on going for the foreign investor, not the other way around. So these two goes hand in hand. Now, within developing the domestic market, again, another sub-layer, smaller underneath that, is the government Sukuk. Government Sukuk is really the foundation of any capital market. Government bonds, government treasuries, and so on in conventional finance. Same thing for government Sukuk.
Last year alone, the Sukuk market...
Over time, Sukuk has evolved into diverse structures. By incorporating new technologies, it is becoming more accessible to small and medium enterprises. As part of ongoing innovation, the ISDB is developing a new standard for Sukuk, expected to be finalized by 2025.
Only high net worth individuals and institutions and provident funds can invest in Sukuk. Now, this group is trying to also create a platform using the latest technology for tokenization. So they will reduce the possibility and the opportunity for participating in the Sukuk market to be very small. In other words, you can, with 100 riyals, participate in the Sukuk market. This is also going to be a very important development because it will widen the scope of the market.
Liquid, low risk.
The global Sukuk market exceeded $1 trillion last year and is projected to triple in size over the next decade. Malaysia, a pioneer in the Sukuk market, anticipates increased financing in this sector.
When it comes to the development of the market per se, for the investors, for the players, that requires a bit of push from authorities, including Central Bank and also the Securities Commission. While there is demand there, but the hurdle for it to overcome, because it's a new area of business, it requires a lot of nudging and pushing as well.
And when we look at
in the current global economic landscape, countries urgently need asset-based and risk-sharing financing. In addition to the Islamic Development Bank, other international banks, including the World Bank, are investing in Sukuk.
The debt sustainability of our member countries, which means they're already constrained, they're fiscal constrained, they cannot borrow more. So how do you attract them, the foreign capital or private capital? How do you do it? So the only way is that they need to have some new instrument, whether it is asset-based or it is a risk-sharing. Both of these features are features of Islamic finance, what Islamic Bank calls. Whether that happens through a PPP mode of finance or whether happens a customized special structure, that we need to, our community needs to provide that answer. That I believe that given the challenges of the global financial markets, Sukuk could provide a very good solution for many of these issues. I'm very optimistic that I think Sukuk has much more potential than people realize right now.
On May 7 this year, the Islamic Development Bank issued a $2 billion public sukuk. The funds from this issuance will be used by the Islamic Development Bank to support sustainable development initiatives in its member countries. Iqbal Farhad, BTV, Chattogram.